Slightly less from the American. Moses Itauma, magic in Manchester, and it is done as quick as a flash. It's 14 and 0 for Moses. It's a 5th round knockout with one beautiful shot. Are we looking at the future of this sport? He is fabulous. Superstar.
So Moses Itauma just did something that Anthony Joshua couldn't do, and that changes everything in the heavyweight division as we know it. Welcome, guys. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Duality 7X. I'm your host, Shiraz. Welcome back. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about Moses Itauma, man. He just did the unthinkable against Jermaine Franklin. Guys, this one is we're not just talking about a win here. We're talking about a statement that's going to define the heavyweight division as we know it. I'm here at the Meiji Shrine. Welcome back, guys. Welcome. So, yeah, Moses Itauma just stopped Jermaine Franklin in 6 rounds. But the real story here is there might be an opportunity here now in the heavyweight division, because a lot of people haven't even realized it yet, guys. But there's a huge, wide open gap now, and it's all for the runnings, guys. And there's a lot of heavyweight fighters who are keen on watching this fight. So I want to just set the stage for you guys. Co-op Live Arena in Manchester, England. 15,000 fans packed in to watch a 21-year-old phenom sensation, Moses Itauma. He just shook up the world, guys. Now, on paper, Jermaine Franklin looks probably the most dangerous. But if you actually follow boxing, then you know exactly what this fight meant to the entire boxing community. Jermaine Franklin went 12 rounds with Anthony Joshua. He went 12 rounds with Dillian Whyte, and he never stopped. He was never broken. So this wasn't just another fight, guys. This was a test. This was a test for the ages, a real one, and nobody thought this 21-year-old was going to be able to do the job, but he did the job like nobody else could do. Nobody was able to do it. So anyways, guys, let's talk about that, right? Because, I mean, you had the southpaw stance, very sharp jab. He was controlling the distance, and that's what just stood out. That's what stood out about this young guy. It was about the patience, you know, and that's rare. That's rare for like a 21-year-old heavyweight fighter, because he wasn't just rushing in, guns a-blazing. He wasn't just loading up on every shot like a lot of young fighters do. He was setting traps. He was setting these landmines. And then all of a sudden, round 3, boom, a right hand to the temple. Down goes Franklin. Now at that moment, you're thinking, okay, maybe this is it. But to Franklin's credit, he gets up. And this is where the fight actually gets super, super interesting, because he gets up, and then all of a sudden, everything is just like unbelievable. Franklin starts to have these moments, and he's durable, he's experienced, and he's been here before, right? So that you can't count out the veteran. The veteran's been there many, many times before, but Itauma has been pushed into deeper waters before, but nothing like this. So this fight, this meant a lot, because now the boxing community is going to be deciding what's going to happen now. But now, here he comes. Itauma is now probably the most talked about heavyweight fighter right now on the planet. And if you think that things are going to be easier, no, things are not going to get easier at all, right? So anyways, let's talk a little bit about this guy. So this is where Itauma is going to shine. This is where he was able to subsequently pass a test. He didn't panic. He was calm. He went to the body. He slowed things down. He kept Jermaine Franklin thinking. And then you could actually hear Jermaine Franklin. He was talking to his corner. He was worried about the speed, not about the power, but more concerned about this young man's speed. And that tells you everything, guys, because power at the end of the day, it's not all about the power. You can brace for that power. So we had clean, sharp, perfect timing. Franklin goes face first to the canvas, guys. That's it. It's game over, fight's over, and that was it. I mean, you talk about perfect timing. You talk about footwork. You talk about those clean jabs. Nice, with the nice, followed up with a nice right. And that's all it took, guys, because this win, honestly, is a lot bigger than just another knockout. This is what Itauma just proved proved to the world without having to say a word. He made a statement tonight. Tonight was probably one of the biggest nights for this young fighter. And now the entire boxing community is thinking, what's going on here? Jermaine Franklin, yes, did go the distance with Anthony Joshua. He went the distance with Dillian White, two former world heavyweight fighters, guys, elite fighters. But then comes this young man, 21-year-old Moses Itauma, and look, he stopped them. He's the first man to be able to do it. That's how narratives change in boxing. Just like that, it's quicker than quick, guys. And again, we're not just talking about the wins. We're talking about comparisons right now, because right now the comparison is loud. You got a 21-year-old prospect, probably one of the biggest, best fighters on the planet. And that's how fast you track yourself into the sport. Just like that, quicker than quick, guys. And so he made a statement on probably one of the biggest platforms in the world. Now, ranked WBO #1, WBA #1. He's not just coming, he's already at the door. He's already at the door knocking. He's like, let me in, guys, let me in. So let me just talk about the business here, because this is where things get a little bit more interesting, because Frank Warren, all right, of Queensberry, he already hinted at a title shot before the end of the year, right? That's aggressive, that's bold, but it makes sense. Frank Warren knows his fighter, because now the heavyweight division right now, a lot of people may think is in peril. It's wide open, but guess what, guys? Daniel Dubois has an IBF belt. Fury's got some business up and coming, right? There's movement everywhere. Anthony Joshua, there's talks about him potentially returning to the platform, and now you're looking for boxing's next biggest star, a young, exciting, knockout, heavyweight southpaw fighter that's marketable, that's sellable, and a lot of people are very afraid to fight him, right? So you got that Wembley main event energy kind of following this young guy. It's absolutely crazy. You can't ignore this. No matter what you do, you can't ignore this, because the potential for a Moses Itauma, Daniel Dubois fight now in the UK is very real. That's massive, guys. That's massive. And that's not just a fight, guys. That's going to be an event. That's going to be an event bigger than, I don't know, probably bigger than a lot of other fights that we're talking about. So yeah, this wasn't just another highlight in the world of boxing, guys. This was a turning point. Moses Itauma didn't just win. He proved to the entire global community that he belongs in the conversation right now when it comes to the top of the top elite fighters in boxing. He showed that the next era of heavyweights might already be here, and it could be him. And we're just not paying enough close attention to it, but he's right there. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Put it in the thoughts and comments, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Is Moses Itauma ready for a world title shot now? Or do you still need to see him fight? Maybe a couple more fights, maybe go through a couple more tests, some more challenges to warrant his entrance into the party. Let me know what you guys think. Again, guys, I want to thank you. I'm here at a very beautiful, beautiful shrine. It's amazing. We're here in Japan. I want to thank you guys for sticking around. Please smash a like and subscribe. Hit the notification so you guys never miss a beat. And we'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.